Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Dakota, the place where we sift through the corporate mumbo jumbo so you don't have to. Today we're diving into a report that smells a little like deja vu all over again. Elite Pharmaceuticals just put out a report detailing positive results on one of their generic drug products. Sounds great, right? But are they really moving the needle or just spinning their wheels? We're going to break it down and find out. Before we start, if you appreciate getting straight insights from corporate documents, make sure you're subscribed. We also have a Discord community linked in the description below. Elite Pharmaceuticals filed this report called a Form 8K with the Securities and Exchange Commission, better known as the SEC. This form is used to announce major events that could be important to investors. Think of it as a corporate bat signal. The big news is from June of 2025. Let's see what all the buzz is about. The report talks about positive results from a study for a generic drug in the medication class of anticoagulants. Anticoagulants are blood thinners. People use them to prevent blood clots. According to the report, Elite's version works just as well as the original brand name drug. They use the word bioequivalent. It basically means it produces the same effects in the body as the original branded version. Think of it like generic ibuprofen being the same as Advil. Elite now plans to submit an application to the US Food and Drug Administration, known as the FDA. This application is for getting approval to sell their generic version. It's called an abbreviated new drug application, or ANDA. This is typically faster than approving a brand new drug because they have to prove it's the same as something already out there. There's a press release attached as Exhibit 99.1. Companies often do this to get the word out to the public. Here comes the legal disclaimer section. It mentions forward-looking statements. This is where the company says, hey, we're making predictions about the future, but things can change. It clearly says Elite's performance is not guaranteed. The FDA could delay or deny approval, ingredients could be hard to get, and all sorts of problems could happen. Nasrat Hakim, the president and CEO of Elite Pharmaceuticals, signed off on this report. This means they are standing behind this announcement. So what's the story here? Elite has a potentially promising generic drug in the pipeline. If approved, this could give them a new product to sell and a new revenue stream. Now let's step back and look at the bigger picture. Elite Pharmaceuticals is a company that focuses on developing generic and branded pharmaceuticals, with a particular emphasis on abuse deterrent formulations. This means they try to make drugs that are harder to misuse. Keep in mind what happened last year. Elite received a notice from Nasdaq about not meeting the minimum stock price requirement. While Elite history is quite turbulent, the company has had its ups and downs in terms of financial performance and regulatory challenges. It's important to follow their filings closely to stay updated on potential risks and opportunities. Given all of the above, here are some insights. Elite clearly needs a win. They are pursuing FDA approval of a generic version of a popular anticoagulant. If they get it, it could be good for their revenue. A generic drug approval could boost investor confidence, leading to a higher stock price. Failure would be a setback, potentially affecting their ability to raise capital and continue operations. The company cautions that there is no guarantee of FDA approval. The FDA approval process is inherently uncertain. There could be delays or the application could ultimately be denied. They also mention risks related to obtaining necessary ingredients. Supply chain issues can be a major problem in the pharmaceutical industry, impacting production and sales. Here's the bottom line. Elite Pharmaceuticals has a chance to improve its situation with this generic drug. However, potential investors should be cautious. There are considerable uncertainties, particularly regarding FDA approval and supply chain stability. It's a high-risk, high-reward scenario. Alright, that's our breakdown of Elite Pharmaceuticals' latest filing. What's your take on these developments and what they signal for the company's future? Drop your thoughts in the comments. If this analysis was valuable, hitting that like button really helps, and subscribe for more deep dives. Don't forget to check out the Discord in the description. Thanks for watching. See you next time.